Welcome to my channel. I'm Fantin. Today I am finally caught up on work, so I'm going to be working on a project that I've been wanting to do for several months now. I've been doing a makeover for my office slash dining room area, and I have a big blank wall over some like a buffet, I don't know what you call it, some cabinets. There's a big blank wall, and I had a hard time deciding what to do with that space. So I finally came up with the idea to do a gallery wall. So I'm going to be doing 2 rows of 5 frames in a really even and symmetrical way. They'll just have that nice, clean, modern look to it. Kind of keep with the theme of minimal and simple in this space. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't really have a plan, so we'll see how it goes. I have to open the frames, make sure that they arrived okay, because they were shipped in the mail. I got them on Amazon. I've never bought picture frames in bulk through the mail before, so I'm hoping that none of the frames are cracked or anything like that. We'll see. I'll link them down below in the description if they end up working out. If not, then don't buy them, but we'll see. So I chose a simple black frame with a white mat. I think they're 11 by 14 frames with an 8 by 10 mat. We'll go ahead and open those and see what we're working with and figure out how we're going to get them on the wall. Okay, moment of truth. There's 2 boxes. This is box number 1. Oh my gosh. These are hardcore packaged. So there is this really thick bubble wrap in this box. Which seems like a pretty good way to package things if you're shipping things with glass. So it came with these. I'm not sure what they are. They look like some sort of picture hanging tool, device, hook. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there's directions for me. And I don't see any broken glass. They seem to be packaged really well. As I'm opening the frames, I'm just making sure that none of the glass is cracked and that there's no scratches on the frames themselves. Moving on to box number 2. Here's some more of these hooks that I came with. I don't know if I will be using these. I don't know if they're sturdy enough, but we'll see. Looks good so far. Really quick, I just want to talk about how amazing the packaging is for these frames. I was totally expecting them to arrive broken and cracked and ruined, but they are flawless and I'm super impressed. So I will definitely be recommending Cave Pop frames for similar projects. Before you start putting holes in the wall, decide where you want the frames to go. Sketch it out on paper and measure your wall space so that you know exactly where to mark the holes. When I sketched out the measurements to find out where I want the holes to go, I figured out the measurement for where the first hole needs to go, and then figured out where all of the other holes go in relation to that first hole. It was super easy after I figured that out. Be sure to use the appropriate tools so that you can properly map out where you want your frames to hang on the wall. Using a level really helps make sure that your frames go in the right place. Just eyeballing it doesn't work every time. Mark where you want the holes with a pencil that is easily erasable on the paint or whatever finish your wall is. You probably won't see the marks because they'll be behind the frames, but just in case you change your mind later, you'll be able to erase the marks. When you're done marking all of the holes, double check and make sure that everything is level and correctly spaced. You don't want to put holes in the wall until you know for sure it's where they're supposed to go. I decided that I'm going to try and use these push pin things that came with the frames. It's just going into drywall, so I think it should hold up fine, but we will see. And if you look, I have my holes marked with a cross. So I'm going to try and line up this bottom pin with the center of that cross so that every hook is consistent and in the right spot. First frame is hung up, and I think the little hooks that came with the frames are going to work just fine. Now to nail in 9 more. After you've put the hooks in the wall, double check your work again to make sure that your hooks are in the right spot. If you messed up and need to redo it, that's fine. Don't worry, everyone makes mistakes. But it's better to fix it now than to put all your frames on the wall and realize that one of the frames is crooked. Ta-da! So just some final thoughts. I love the little plastic hooks that came with the frames. I was not convinced at first, but I gave them a try and I love them. So I have no idea where to buy them. They just came with the frames. I've never seen them before. If I can find some, I can link them to you. But they did come with those the cave pop frames that I bought. So maybe if you also buy cave pop frames, they will come with the same hooks that you can use. Otherwise, I normally use these, the little Hercules hooks, monkey hooks, whatever you want to call them. I use those to hang everything in my house, except for these frames, because they came with these awesome little plastic hook things. So let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. This was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. I was thinking it would take a lot longer than it did, but I got it done during the span of nap time, which was like 1.5 hours. Totally do this yourself. You don't need a professional, you don't need a handyman. You can do this project on your own. And it looks amazing. So now I just have to order some prints to put in the frames, and I will update this later when I get that done. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I'm going to be putting out a lot of DIY content, a lot of photography content, just anything related to photography or work-at-home mom life. So yeah, give me a subscribe and let me know in the comments if you do this project yourself. I'd love to see it. See you later.